Not the height. The precipice is terrifying. The precipice, where the glance plunges downward and the hand reaches up. There, the heart is made dizzy through its double will. Ah, friends, can you perhaps guess my heart's double will? This is my precipice. This is my danger. That my glance plunges into the height, and my hand would like to stabilize itself by the depths. To the human, my will fastens itself. With fetters, I bind myself to the human, because I am swept upwards towards the overman. For that is where my other will aims. And because of that, I live blindly among human beings, just as if I did not know them. That my hand might not wholly lose its faith in what is firm. Yes, I do not know you, humans. This darkness and consolation is often spread about me. I sit at the gateway for every rogue, and I ask, who today would like to deceive me? This is my first instance of human prudence, that I let myself be deceived, so that I'm not on guard all the time against deceivers. Because if I were on guard against the human, how then could the human be an anchor for me? Too easily I'd be swept upward and away. Yes, this providence lies over my fate, that I simply have to be without foresight. Because whoever does not want to die of thirst among the humans must learn to drink out of all glasses. And whoever wants to stay clean among the humans must learn to wash even in dirty water. This is why I have often spoken to myself in consolation, saying, well then, come on, you old heart. Has a misfortune misled you? Well then, enjoy this misfortune as your good fortune. And this is my other human prudence. I am more accommodating to the vain than I am to the proud. Because is not wounded vanity the mother of all tragedies? Yes, that is too much of a danger. But with pride, it's different. Wherever there's wounded pride, sometimes something grows there that's even better. You see, in order for life to be good to watch, its play must be well acted. But to be well acted, there needs to be good play actors. And I always found the vain to be among the best play actors. They act, and they want people to like watching them. All their spirit is behind this will. They direct themselves. They create themselves. And in the vicinity of these play actors, I like to watch life. This cures my heavy heart. So I'm considerate towards them, and they keep me gripped to the human as if by a play. Who could fathom in the vain man the full depth of his modesty? So I am kind to him. I'm sympathetic because of his modesty. When the vain man acts, he learns belief in himself from those who are watching him act. He feeds on their glances. He eats praise out of their mouths. And he even believes the lies that are told of him when people lie well about him. Because deep down his heart really says to himself, who am I? And if the true virtue then is one who is not aware of himself, well then, this vain man, he is surely not aware of his modesty. so I am considerate to him. But brothers, this is my third human prudence, that I do not let the sight of evil be spoiled for me by others' fearfulness. Unlike others, it's a bliss for me to see the wonders hatched by a hot sun. Tigers and palm trees and rattlesnakes. And among these humans too, yes, a hot sun hatches a fine brood. And even in those who are evil, there is much to wonder at. Yes, just as your wisest ones didn't seem so wise to me, I found human wickedness to not really live up to its reputation. And I often asked myself, shaking my head, why even go on rattling, you rattlesnakes? Yes, for evil too, there is yet a future. And the hottest south for the human is still being discovered. How much now that's called gross wickedness, that's really only 12 months wide and 3 months long. But brothers, someday greater dragons will come into this world. Because the overman should not lack his dragon. For the overman who is worthy of this dragon, much hot sun must yet burn upon damp primeval force. Your wild cats first must have become tigers, and your poisonous toads, crocodiles. For the good hunter shall have a good hunt. And verily, you so-called good and righteous men, in you there is much that is really laughable, and especially your fear of what before has been called devil. So foreign are your souls to what is great, that the overman would terrify you with his goodness. Yes, you who are wise and knowledgeable, you would flee from the burning sun of that wisdom in which the overman bathes his nakedness. Yes, you highest humans that my eye has ever encountered. This I doubt concerning you, my secret laughter. I suspect that you would call my overman devil. I have grown weary of these so-called highest and best men. From their height I long to go upward, onward. Yes, a horror overcame me when I saw these so-called best men naked. So I grew wings on which to soar into distant futures, into far futures, more southerly souths that any artist has even dreamed of, to a realm where gods are ashamed of all clothes. But you, yes, I want to see you disguised. You neighbors and fellow humans, and all well decked out, vain, dignified, as the good and the righteous. And disguised I will sit among you, that I might fail to recognize you, and that you may fail to recognize me. This, then, is my final human prudence. Thus spoke Zarathustra.